When was the last time you actually woke up feeling rested? Not just functional, actually rested. When was the last time your stomach didn't feel heavy going to bed? When did mornings stop feeling like a slow climb out of fog? If you're having trouble answering those questions, stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you something that thousands of people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s have quietly discovered, and most of their doctors haven't mentioned once. Here's something most people don't think about. After 60, your body doesn't just sleep, it repairs. Between roughly 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., something remarkable happens. Your liver works overtime filtering out toxins. Your gut lining starts to rebuild itself. Your immune system becomes more active. Inflammation quietly drops. And your cells go into repair mode at a level they simply can't achieve during the day when you're moving, digesting, thinking, and defending. This is what I call the overnight window. And here's the thing, what you put in your body in the hour before bed lands directly into that window. It either helps or it does nothing. Most people don't use this window at all. They finish dinner, watch some television, and go to bed. But some people who've discovered what I'm about to share, are using a simple, centuries-old preparation to give their body exactly what it needs during those critical hours. It starts with 5 whole cloves, 2 cups of water, and about 20 minutes of your time. The reason this works isn't a mystery. It comes down to one main compound, eugenol. In 2010, the Journal of Food Science compared 26 common herbs and spices by antioxidant concentration. Cloves ranked first, not by a small margin, by a large one. Above oregano, above turmeric, above cinnamon. When you simmer whole cloves in water for 15 to 20 minutes with the lid on, and I'll explain why that matters, eugenol releases into the liquid. So do flavonoids, vitamin C, and compounds your body uses for inflammation control, blood vessel relaxation, and gut repair. You drink that warm liquid 30 minutes before bed. It enters your bloodstream quietly, and your body carries those compounds directly into its overnight repair window. That's the mechanism. Simple, proven, and almost entirely overlooked. The first thing clove water may do is help you actually stay asleep. Cloves contain compounds, eugenol and beta-caryophyllene, that interact with your GABA pathways. GABA is the calming side of your nervous system. Many prescription sleep medications target this exact same pathway. A 2022 study in the Journal of Sleep Medicine and Disorders found that these natural compounds promoted relaxation, reduced anxiety markers, and increased sleep duration. For someone over 60, when sleep naturally becomes lighter, more fragmented, easier to interrupt, these matters deeply. Because your body isn't just falling asleep. It needs to stay asleep long enough to actually complete the repair work it needs to do. I've read comments from people who say they went from waking up 3 or 4 times a night to sleeping through for the first time in years. One man, 74 years old, said he cried when he woke up that first morning. He'd forgotten what uninterrupted sleep felt like. The second thing clove water may do is reduce the inflammation behind your morning stiffness. Here's something important. Most of the stiffness, soreness, and slow recovery that people attribute to aging isn't really caused by age. It's caused by chronic, low-grade inflammation, and it's far more treatable than most people realize. Eugenol suppresses 2 specific inflammatory enzymes, the same enzymes targeted by common over-the-counter pain medications, but without the stomach damage that long-term use of those medications can cause. A 2012 study in the Journal of Immunotoxicology showed that eugenol significantly reduced inflammatory cytokines, the chemical messengers that trigger swelling and tissue irritation. Drink clove water at night when your body's inflammatory activity naturally begins to drop anyway, and you may meaningfully amplify that effect. The third benefit, and often the first one people feel, happens in your gut. Cloves contain natural antimicrobial compounds shown to suppress harmful bacteria like E. coli and several strains responsible for bloating, cramping, and that heavy, sluggish feeling after meals. At the same time, eugenol stimulates digestive enzymes, amylase and lipase, that help your body break down carbohydrates and fats more efficiently. The result? Less bloating, lighter mornings. Many people notice a flatter stomach within the first week. Not magic, just a tired digestive system finally getting some support at exactly the right time. Your liver, It does its heaviest detox work between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. A 2016 study in the Journal of Applied Toxicology found clove extract reduced oxidative damage in liver cells and supported natural regeneration. After decades of medications, processed foods, and environmental exposure, your liver may be quietly struggling. Clove water may give it exactly what it needs during those dark hours. Your blood sugar. Compounds in cloves have been shown to improve how cells respond to insulin. A 2019 study in food chemistry found meaningful improvements in glucose uptake. Your body is naturally more insulin sensitive at night, meaning clove water may stack with that rhythm, not fight it. Your heart. Cloves act as a mild vasodilator, helping blood vessels relax and widen. A 2016 study showed clove extract gently improved circulation and lowered both systolic and diastolic blood pressure markers. Your bones. Research shows clove compounds may stimulate osteoblasts, the cells that build bone, while suppressing the cells that break it down. After 60, when bone density quietly decreases each year, this kind of daily support adds up. And one people rarely mention, your gums and teeth. Bacterial activity in the mouth spikes at night when saliva drops. Clove water has been shown to reduce the bacteria responsible for plaque and decay. Many people notice their breath simply improves within the first few mornings. If any of this is resonating with you, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps more people like you find this information. Now, and this is important, all of this only works if you prepare it correctly. Here's the exact method. 2 cups of water. Bring it to a boil. Add 4 to 5 whole cloves. Not powder, whole cloves. Lower the heat and cover the pot. This is critical. The most active compounds release as steam. If the lid is off, they escape into the air instead of going into the water. Simmer gently for 15 to 20 minutes. Remove from heat. Let it cool to warm or room temperature. Strain out the cloves. Pour 1 glass. Drink it 30 minutes before bed. That's it. If the flavor is too strong at first, a small spoon of raw honey is fine. Many people grow to enjoy the warm, slightly spicy taste on its own within a week. One rule: do not exceed 2 cups per day. Cloves are powerful. More is not better, more can irritate. Stick to 1 glass at night. Before you start, a few important words. Clove water is not for everyone.
Talk to your doctor first if you
take blood thinners, blood sugar medication, or insulin, have a bleeding disorder, stomach ulcers, IBS, or inflammatory bowel disease, are scheduled for surgery within the next 2 weeks. Skip this entirely if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Everything in this video is for general educational purposes only, not medical advice. If you take daily medications or manage a chronic condition, please check with your healthcare provider before starting any new nightly routine. Here's what you can honestly expect, based on what thousands of people have reported. Nights 3 to 5. Sleep gets a little deeper. Not dramatically, just a touch. A quieter night. End of week 1. Mornings feel lighter. Less bloating. Breath is fresher. Week 2. Less stiffness when you wake up. Steadier energy through the afternoon. Weeks 3 to 4. The deeper shifts. Better digestion, calmer joints, steadier mornings. The kind of small improvements that build quietly, until one day you realize you feel like a different version of yourself. And that's the part that's hard to reverse. Once your body remembers what proper rest and real digestion feel like, it doesn't easily go back to accepting less. I have one question for you, and I genuinely do read every comment. What would you most want to improve first? Your sleep, your digestion, or your morning energy? Tell me in the comments. Start with tonight and just watch what your body does.